Signal Chasers.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Signal Chasers. So, I spent about 2 hours looking for uranium. I didn't find any. Nothing. So, I decided I would do the next best thing and go with dubious things I found on the internet. So, this very messy looking thumbnail, not a slide on the thumbnail, just a lot of info going on. This is a thing I found. It was created by Spaceman Spiff, who might be somebody, I don't know. But it allegedly contains a whole bunch of GPSs for asteroids with uranium near Mars. And I cannot paste it in, of course, because I'm not in creative. But you may be able to notice we are near Mars. We are near asteroids. So I'm hoping it'll work out. I don't know for sure if this world is the default world seed, and that's sort of what would change that. So, Elements of Space Engineers, the sort of map, well, universe, galaxy, planetary star system, whatever this is, that's generated randomly. I think it's mainly just asteroid location and the ores in them. The ore maps themselves may be modified a bit too. But by default, the game makes the world to a set seed. Also, that is a strong unknown signal just a little outside of my jump range. So I guess we won't be going after that one. I've begun my sort of process of only recording on the server when it is very full. So hopefully we'll get more strong unknown signals that we can get to. That's a bad first example. But anyway, I don't know if my dubious internet acquisition is going to be effective at getting me uranium. That all kind of depends on if the uranium in this world is where it was for that guy. But I can build it. I probably shouldn't have come out here. Except I do have cargo. Projector. Where do you lie? There you are. I can never remember where those things are. So, with this projector that I will place... I think that's the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. I will place this here. And then... I don't have a terminal. I will slap this computer screen on it. We love a little overkill. And projector blueprints. Scroll through all the garbage. There. So essentially, this is a blueprint with a cargo container that has a bunch of data pads, and this screen that has the map. Now, if I can projector, and then maybe, nope, not roll. Yeah, y'all. I think y'all will work. Yeah. Oh, nope. That won't work because this is here. Alright. Pitch it is. So I can just build this, get all the bits, and it should, in the data saved in it... What do you mean? Can I not? There we go. I think I'll build 2 of them, apparently. But this should have the data in it saved in the blueprint for the GPS. So, I will be able to hopefully pull some of those, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna basically try a few, find the closest one, then jump there. And if there's uranium there, oh, hey, there they are. Yeah, So if I find uranium at one of these locations, I know that this is good, and also it doesn't matter because I have uranium. Now, I could do this a smart way. Look at all of them. Yeah. Could do this smart and copy these to a data pad, which would then let me create a GPS from that data pad. I don't think I will, though. I'm curious. Yeah, so these look like they're just uranium. Also, what's this distance? That might be something else. My thought here is that if I go with one that's just uranium, it will probably have more uranium there. So let's try this one. And I'm just going to very painfully copy each individual thing. Oh, no, actually, look at that. I have at least some of them here. Wonder what decides that. You know, this one says 29 kilometers. I'm sure it's believable. Let's show it and see what we can find. Okay, 130 kilometers down. Yeah, good enough for me. You can tell that the server is full from all the people talking on it. Time to awkwardly take off. Solar foils deployed. Now the question is, that's close enough. I should be able to just jump to that. So if we select, well, I could actually do all of them. I think it was that one. So if I select you, okay, so I can't jump into natural gravity. I'm wondering if that's because it's in gravity or because it's through gravity. Let's try a couple of them. We'll do all the ones with ice. Okay. That 90 kilometer one's probably good. So that is 38 kilometer. I guess that was maybe from wherever this guy was when he made the block. Okay. Target selected. I don't think that's within gravity, so I think it's that I can't arc through gravity. Okay, well, I have a solution for that. Let's jump 45 kilometers. Right? Really wish there were a remove target. There might be, but I don't know it. A remove target option on a hotbar. Okay, let's jump over here. We'll sort of triangulize our way over. Okay. So now, can I select 38? Huh. Maybe they are actually within the gravity well, and it's just that far around. Okay, well, here's a new idea. So I jump about 85 kilometers. Doing like that. I'm just gonna try jumping that direction. And we'll kind of keep... Oh, well, I can just go there. So we'll just basically manually jump ourselves over there and see what happens. So now, can I jump straight at it? Yes. This is going to be using a little bit of juice, but luckily these are very short jumps, so shouldn't be too bad. I guess I should probably check battery power after this. Okay. We're 5 kilometers out. I don't see an asteroid, and yep, I'm now just... Oh, actually. No, I think that's just a speck on my screen. I thought I could just see an asteroid over there. Alright, well. Go ahead and kick those on. So, now I'll just kind of angle myself out until it lets me jump. And then fly down into the gravity well a bit. Hopefully. There. Okay. Let's see how close we are. Okay, 1 kilometer. And I'm not seeing an asteroid. That doesn't mean it isn't there. Could just be invisible. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that these aren't accurate. So that's a bummer. But the other thing this has done is bring me quite a ways away from where I was, so I know I've not looked at any of these asteroids. And I'm also noticing a trend. Most of these tend to be just within the gravity well. So I'm wondering if this is the sort of radius where I'm going to find the asteroids with uranium. We can go ahead and close all those. I may as well take the dubious internet purchase off the roof. I have a good feeling about this one. Oh, and I should probably not turn dampeners off because then I will land. And Mars does have lower gravity than some of the other planets, so I could probably actually take off from Mars. How effective my landing and maneuvering on the planet would be is, you know, more in debate. Something I did determine as well, and some people may have noticed it. So, cha-cha-cha, where is ore detector? Don't know. I won't. Oh, it was right there when I gave up. So my ore detector wasn't at max range. It was apparently only at the like medium 50 kilometers. So that's part of why it was so much more effective for me to use my drill, was because it was more effective for me to use my hand drill. Yeah, I determined that during the 2 hours that I did record to make a time lapse of my successfully finding uranium before I got tired of doing it because it took too long and I didn't find uranium. So, I don't know, I may use that somewhere. I don't think I will. Let's do a little pass on this thing and see what we can find in it. No. I've also been doing research, and the somewhat annoying thing with asteroids that I've determined, so normally they have 2 resources. Very rarely will they have 3, but they can also have 1 or none. So it's not a case where, oh, I've looked at this, but I've only found one thing. There has to be something else there. You could spend the whole day, combing an asteroid just for there to not be anything in it. Which is kind of a bummer. Now, the other advice I got for finding uranium is essentially search the whole asteroid. Be sure to not leave anything unchecked. And that's lovely and all if you have the attention span for it. But that's very boring, and it's not very good content. So, despite me saying there's probably something somewhere in this asteroid, and given I can't find it, it's probably what I want. I may just skip this and go somewhere else. Though I am thinking we'll do a quick flyby. Okay, so there's ice. Ah. Hey look, I found both things. Ice and silicon. So, never mind, moving on. Let's see what... I like these clumpy things partially because they're easier to search. Because I can get closer to stuff. That's another annoyance, is there is every chance that you look at a big asteroid like that, my detector may not be able to range all the way into the center of that asteroid. So, I could easily end up in a situation where there was uranium, it was just too deep to find because it was in the core. And that goes back to the, yes, I could, bore through every asteroid and look for what I need. That's probably what I should do, but it's really not fun. I don't want to do that. I want to explore and build and create, not dig holes repeatedly for no benefit. Okay, so I see a little orange down there that should probably be iron. I'm still kind of going with my theory just because it's how I've seen it, that if I find platinum and uranium, it's probably a good sign. Though, from that GPS list, some of the useful things there, there was, I think, cobalt and uranium, there was silver and uranium, I think there was platinum and uranium. So that kind of gives an idea of what things spawn together and what things I can look for easier that may also have uranium. I don't actually think iron is one of them. Yeah, so this has silicon, iron. I do just a quick pass of some of the outer ones, because these multi-chunks also seem potentially more likely to have 3. This one's looking more and more like a twofer. How do you... what's the... I thought back was... Ah, back is the hidden thrusters. I'm just gonna make a group. That way I can keep my dampeners on while coasting. Ah, which doesn't work because it just turned on the thrusters on the king shrimp. Okay, let's fix that. Not you guys. Now as we cruise, I want to do some things. The first thing I want to do is actually to down here in the floor. I did some experimenting, and I found something that I thought worked a little better for this space. And I think it uses... yeah. And that's to have a sort of raised roof section, so that I can still see the, industrial stuff along each side. It makes this sort of core feel more like a thing and less like it's, part of the roof. Because you had this little gap, but it just feels like it's wedged in. This kind of helps connect the space a little bit and clean up some areas where there were just kind of awkward lines that didn't make sense. So now, I had some sort of rethinkings of this space. And as much as I think this sort of works, I don't like it. So, I'm going to get rid of it. Well, sort of, and change it for new things. So, I kind of like the idea of having like a bookshelf or something here. I kind of wish that this block were mirrored so that I could use the detailed side bits. Because I don't really want to have just mugs. But I have this as a sort of nice bookshelf. Make sure we aren't about to careen into an asteroid. Good. But we are accelerating as we go through the grav well. I'm sure that's fine. So, we have that there. Then, I think I like the curved desk. Just because it kind of better fills the space, and I mean, it's nice having a large desk. And then, even though I felt too close, as I don't have the parts to build it, yeah, I feel like I didn't actually grab the stuff I needed. Also that we're falling. We are definitely off course. Let's fix that. My guess is all of the myriad subgrids on board are causing some issue. So let's create more by moving subgrids in contact with each other. And I feel like in reality, like from the couch, this feels about right. This will be about the distance to like be playing on the console. You know, you could sit back. It's kind of the right size for the screen. Oh, hello. So then the last thing is this awkward little box. I'm gonna see if I can depressurize this space. It may not. But, oh, and we're actually getting close-ish to our destination. Yeah, we'll finish up in there. Essentially, I'm just going to move the O2 thing a block forward into that little space, because then it creates a nice, comfortable little room. Okay, now the position of the sun makes it real inconvenient to scout this visually from a distance. Let's begin our deceleration, given we're careening into the Martian gravity well. Alright, what do we got here? As I fly directly into the sun and just ruin any shots of this. Okay, so we've got nickel. We've got lag, which is always a concern. Let's see what's on this biggin. Uranium! Haha! We're rich! Huh. You know, I sort of had it in my brain and I didn't let it out because I'm not good at being a YouTuber. I had the thought that, you know, this one and that one I started with were the two asteroids closest. I'm very wrong with what gravity does here. These were the two closest to that spot, that marker I went to. And I had the theory that, you know, maybe it's close. You know, maybe the GPS, when things get randomized, you know, it makes some sense to be in completely a different spot, but it also makes some sense that it, like, you know, it'll have a uranium asteroid in this sort of GPS quadrant, and it just, you know, changes where it is in that quadrant. I don't know. I'm only someone who was trained to be a video game designer, so I can't speak on any of this. But point is, we have the delicious black, I guess it's green once it's refined rock, that our jump drives so eagerly chew on. We've also... What is... Yeah, gravity is basically straight down, so we've sort of, Millennium Falcon on the back of the, Star Destroyer, our ship. That's fine, because we produce our own gravity in this establishment. Okay, let's finish my lovely living room, and then we will go and gather critical fuel. Ah, lovely air. And yeah, if I step out of the dust vent. So, you can kind of see it is a slightly smaller space. It almost feels like my real world apartment. But I think it's a better use of the space. It feels a little more starshipy, where, you know, you've got a little comfort corner that's real close in. Kind of got this sort of utility business area. These could be like logs and manuals and stuff. And then a little, you know, basic kitchenette thing that gives you what you need just to survive. Yeah, I'm happy with this interior. We come down, we've got our bathroom, we've got the sort of long-term cryo bay, which I guess is also the bed in this. So I've not gone for a bed elsewhere. Nah, I was just thinking, do I want a bed? I don't want a bed. Right? That's... yeah. I couldn't put it there. I could put it here where this is, and, you know. Dang it. Fine. Intrusive thoughts win. Let's just see how this looks. I don't think I'm gonna go for it. I've already got the beds. Get this back just because I'll probably want this in the end. But... yeah. Yeah, so with the bed... I mean, it kind of makes sense. It does kind of make sense. Got your bed there. Have this flat desk. Then kind of entertainment. Yeah. No, we're going bed. Because it still has a little bit of like personal shelving. It's still got storage in it. But I can lie here. Oh. Didn't realize you lied on your side on these. I also can't look at myself because I don't have third person or spectator in a bed. Well, third person in a bed and spectator in a multiplayer server. But, yeah. This kind of makes sense. You could technically watch TV from here. That would be kind of awkward, especially if someone's on the couch. Yeah, we're good. And it gives some more value to this space being pressurized because technically, so long as it stays pressurized, I can sleep in this bed instead of the cryopod. Okay. Well, that's enough interior decorating. No! I just got here. Fine. I mean, this one's well within range. Duty calls. I've kind of got to go to it. It's pretty much orbiting Earth, so that's funny. Let's go ahead. I can close that off. I need to organize my control panel a bit better. Okay. Strong unknown signal. Select. Probably it. And I'm in gravity. Well, luckily the not gravity happens to be in the right direction, so to not gravity we go. Oh, and I did just realize I'm not going to be able to jump back to my uranium. I'll have to make a GPS point outside of the gravity well. Basically as soon as I leave it. Oh, and it's so deep within gravity too. I guess I'm not going directly away from the planet. That would have been too smart. Alright. Outside the well. Kick those on just so we don't ram into anybody. And here we go. Alright. Oh boy. Oh, it didn't like that. Went a long way. But I'm not seeing anybody in radius of us. Oh. Okay, scratch that. Kerbal Space Program's here. Oh, I think those are the guys... I went there. That was that, thing that I was like, oh, that's like someone's made a little gas station. And then I got there and it was... I mean, I guess it was a gas station. It was just their gas station for them. Okay. Oh boy. Whew. That was a painful disconnect. I am real worried that one of those is going to be somebody else jumping in. Also, I overgassed it. Come about. Okay, I've not gotten much closer. Guess we're good. Alright. The show up when there are a bunch of people plan is working so far. Now, what sweet treasures have you for me? Let's dampen to it before it leaves, and... Ooh! Slime boots. Alright. Just disable some of this, and... I mean, this is pretty useful. Looks like I got the marker. We'll risk it. I'm gonna scrap this without, leaving. I was thinking I could probably just grab it with my landing gear. Ooh. Ooh, and a plushie. I have one in my bed, but I didn't have to buy that or acquire it. Didn't buy this one, I stole it. Oh yeah, if anyone else happened to be en route and, knew where this was, they may show up, but I feel decently confident. Oh. Huh. So, I'd love to blame that on lag, but I should mention that I have had a, I just vented the ship. I have had the old a sip of the whiskey. Wasn't whiskey, but it was alcoholic. Oh, look, there's me still floating there. That may have been in my brain lag less than, in the game lag. So, that's good. Let's get the rest of this without dying. Okay. I don't need the rest of that. So, we have gotten a signal. That's the first signal we've gotten with the full ship. Like, with it being finished, aside from paint, which I still need to do. So that's exciting. Let's just... look at our spoils. Then... make sure everything else gets sorted in the right spot, and then we should be good to head back and acquire some uranium. Which we are getting pretty low on. Alright. So, back this way. And I want jump drive, jump point uraniums, and here we go again. Except we don't. Here we go again at sublight. I might as well go full burn because I've got 10 kilometers from this jump point to get back to the actual asteroid. But yeah, I think I may go ahead and end this episode here. We're on great success on all things. We have acquired a signal. I got some slimy boots. I found uranium, which might give me more slimy boots. And, I mean, we're pretty much set with that. I don't know how much uranium is there. That's going to be a big deciding factor, I guess. But I don't need a ton of it. It tends to go pretty far, and that fairly small deposit we got before has lasted me until now. So this should set me up. I guess after that, it's probably... I want to paint this ship, because it's not going to stay gray. That should be next. And then it's... oh, lightning on the planet. Spooky. Yeah, next it's going to be building our Mars orbital diner thing. So yeah, all that to come. I forgot that was going to pop up and ruin my cool outro. Yeah, I will see you all then. Bye-bye.